Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a special video and we're gonna talk about the top 10 characters which in my opinion are the best when using suicides. So in the top 10 we have Corvus Glaive. Corvus is a great champion with suicide masteries for 3 reasons. The first reason is that he doesn't take any damage from the bleed, so every time you start to fight you're gonna heal a bit from willpower. And right here we are losing 89 from the poison and we are healing 172. So it's a good healing for every fight. So yeah, it's really nice. And then the second reason is that with Corvus you want to finish the fight before you run out of charges. And yeah, because if you have no charges with Corvus you can't really deal any damage. So Suicide Masteries help. And the third reason is that if you have him awaken, you're gonna have 20 charges and you can't die from the poison if you have the charges. So most champions will die from the poison if you have like 1%, but if you have Corvus, you can't die from the poison. Or if you have any other debuff on you like Incinerate. So yeah, Corvus charges are very nice. So top 9 we have Magic, and Magic is not actually immune to any bleed or poison for suicides, but she's very good for recoil, because every time you use a special attack you are losing 5% because of recoil, but with Magic you have Limbo, and now we have 93%. Now after the limbo expires we're gonna heal some health back and we are at 92%. So with Magic you're not actually losing 5% every time you use special attack, but you're losing only 4%. So yeah, Magic is very nice for like using special attacks with suicides. That's because you're only losing 1% health. So yeah, Magic is great. But then we have top 8 and it's gonna be Thing. So Thing is immune to bleed and he can actually heal from poison whenever you activate his protection, and you can activate protection with heavy attack if it's not on cooldown, and yeah, or if you get hit. But with our 5-star we only have him sig 20, so we're gonna get hit. Now we're gonna activate the protection, we are healing 71 and we are losing 37. So yeah, only in sig 20 we are healing, but not that much. So yeah, but then we're gonna showcase the 3-star who is 99 sig. So now we're gonna activate protection, so we are only taking 3 damage and we are healing 11 of that. So yeah, it's almost immune to poison. So yeah, it's great. I mean, you can activate protection by yourself with heavy attacks, so you don't really have to get hit. And yeah, Thing also, you don't really need to activate SP1 or SP2. You only need to activate SP3 so that you don't take any recoil damage. And yeah, by using the SP3, that is where the big damage comes from. So yeah, Thing is very good. He's at top 8. After that we have top 7 and it's gonna be another science champion, and it is Abomination Immortal. So this guy is not immune to bleed, but he takes no damage from poison effects. So he's always healing when he has that poison on him. And yeah, right here we are healing 236 and we are only losing 147. So yeah, it's pretty good. But the bad thing about Abomination is that if he has a lot of poisons he's gonna heal less. So here we have 100, we are healing 102 and we have 2. Now we have 3 poisons and we are healing 87. So that's the bad thing about Abomination, is that the more poisons you have, the less you're gonna heal. So yeah, that's why he's at top 7, but he's a pretty good champion still. and even his SP3 is pretty good. He can deal more damage after the SP3, so you don't really have to use SP2 or SP1, but it's better actually if you use SP2 or SP1, because that's where you get your poisons, and then your aura is active for more time. So yeah, he's at top 7. And we have in the top 6 a cosmic champion, and it's gonna be Hyperion. So Hyperion is immune to poison, which is always a good thing when you're using suicide masteries, because you don't have reduced healing. And this guy, you can heal very good because he's got a good regen. So if you are at 3 bars of power, you wait a little bit and you gain those yellow charges. So when you have 3, you can just dust back and hold block for 1.5 seconds, I think, and then you get a big regen. So you're gonna see right now if this Winter Soldier lets me activate it. So I think now we activate it, and there it is. So we are healing 198 per second or per tick. So yeah, and look at this regeneration lasts for like forever. So yeah, it's a nice healing. And with Hyperion, you don't really have to use SP1 or SP2. You have to use SP1 in some scenarios like Rage or something like that. But yeah, his SP3 is very good, and you can heal whenever you want. He's a great champion with suicides. And then at top 5, we have a mutant, and it's gonna be Magneto. So Magneto is actually taking no damage from bleed effects, and this guy is crazy. So you start the fight, now we are healing 135 and we are losing 70. So yeah, we are killing, how much is it, 65 per tick. And yeah, the reason that Magneto is top 5 is that you actually only want to use SP3s when you have this guy. And yeah, his SP3 is the best for the good damage, and if you use SP3, you don't have to worry about recoil. And yeah, that's why Magneto is like a beast with suicides. You have that healing at the start of the fight, and then you just spam SP3s, and that's just great. Then in the top 4, we have another mutant champion, and it's gonna be Omega Red. So he's at top 4, and he's honestly one of the best champions with suicides. And yeah, this guy is crazy for a lot of reasons. So one reason is that he starts the fight with Deathfield, and Deathfield is so great with Omega Red because you can get a lot of spores on the opponent quickly, and then you can use those spores to heal with your SP1 or heal with your SP3. And also, you are immune to poison and you're taking less damage from bleed. So you're healing with willpower from the bleed at the start of the fight, and then you can just use your SP1 and drain those spores from the opponent and just heal a bit, or use them to heal with your SP3. So yeah, Omega Red is actually great with suicide monsters. He's actually not that great without suicide monsters. But anyway, we have the top 3 now, and it is my favorite champion, which is Ghost. And yeah, Ghost is just crazy with suicides because you start the fight without the poison and the bleed, and you actually start the fight with Fury instead. So you purify bleed and poison, trigger them to Furies. And if you don't have your Awakened, you can just dust back when you start the fight and purify them then and get the Fury. And also, if you have Hood in the team, you can phase the recoil damage and you're not taking any damage from the recoil. So it's like 0% if you can get the timing on that. So yeah, Ghost is crazy with suicides. But in the second position, we have top 2, Black Widow Clairvoyant. So Claire is like so good with suicides because you are immune to bleed because you start the fight in Curse of Blood and then you just end the combo with a light attack and you purify the poison. So it's like you have no suicide monsters, and then you can just build up your special 2, and then you want to change to your Curse of Blood stance, and then you just heal from your SP2, which is actually doing more damage because you have suicide monsters. And yeah, so Claire's SP2, the healing is based off the damage you're gonna deal. So with recoil, you're doing more damage, and that's why you're gonna heal more health. So yeah, Claire is so great with suicides. Honestly, yeah, top 2. She could have been top 1, but top 1 we have Namor. And Namor is at top 1 if he's at 200 sig, because when he's at 200 sig, he takes damage from bleed and poison, of course, but if you attack the opponent, you are healing that damage, and then you're reflecting it to the opponent. So that's just awesome with suicides. And yeah, right here we are healing 172, and then if you activate special with Namor, you regen a bit, and then you're taking the recoil. So yeah, Namor, you have that healing from basic attacks, and then you have a little bit of healing when using special attacks. So that's a top 10. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. But 3 champions I want to mention that are good with suicides also are, first off, Captain Marvel movie. So where is she? There she is. And yeah, she is very good because if you're at 23 charges like we are right here, you can just parry once, and then if you have your awaken, you can start with the indestructible and you purify the bleed also. So you can actually remove the bleed if you activate the binary. So yeah, Captain Marvel is pretty good, but you need to build her up, and that's why we didn't include Aegon, because yeah, Aegon needs some hits so that he can purify stuff. And yeah, here we are fighting Captain Marvel. Now we have 21 charges, 22, and now we will parry once, and then we're gonna go to our 25th charge, and we purify the bleed instantly. So if you can keep that up in all of the fights, you can actually purify the bleed every time. So yeah, Captain Marvel is pretty good with suicides. And yeah, here SP3 is actually not that bad. You gain, I think, 10 more binary and a power gain. So yeah, she is pretty good. But then another champion that I actually like, and I don't think you guys will like him, it is Karnak. So Karnak actually has, how much is it? It is 65% reduced damage from poisons. If you have him awakened, you don't need to have a lot of SIGs on him. And yeah, this guy is actually good with suicides. So we are healing 182 and we are losing 171 when the bleed is active. So now we're gonna wait until the bleed goes away. So we're actually healing 11 right now. And now we are losing 34 and healing 93. So we're healing 59 per tick. So yeah, Karnak, man, is not that bad actually. But yeah, other champions are better. That's why he's not at the top 10. But I would like to mention that he's got a good resistance on poison. And then the last champion, which is one of my favorites also, probably the second favorite after Ghost, it is Platinum Pool. And Platinum Pool, if you're lucky, it can get crazy because you can heal a lot. Now we have one heal boost and we are healing 231 and we're losing 230. So we are only healing one per tick, but we're gonna get another one of those heal boosts and it's gonna be great. So now that the bleed is out, we are healing, how much is it? 26 per tick. So yeah, it's pretty good with only one heal boost. And now I think we're gonna activate the special 2 and we have 2 heal boosts. So now we are healing 49 instead of 26. And also with Platinum Pull, in every fight you can do once. You can stop the dance after the SP2 and you get a big regen. So yeah, even with the poison we are healing 326. So yeah, Platinum Pull, if you're lucky, he can be so good with your side masteries. And yeah, even if you're using your SP2, you're losing recoil, but this guy is great. If you have a heal boost, can honestly heal that back. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the top 10 video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like. Tell me in the comments if you like the top 10 list and if I should like change something. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.